I had a guy called me from, I think it was Newcastle, and he had a massive serviced accommodation business, so he told me at the time. And he'd accelerated quite a few of his allowances in the last 2 or 3 years, and his balancing charge was something like £750,000. And he no longer wanted to run serviced accommodation. And I said, if you don't accelerate the allowances and claim them all in the first year, depending obviously on the value of those allowances by using your annual investment allowance, for example, then again, depending on the type of expenditure it is, and I'm certain Richard we'll cover the different types. Let's just assume all of your capital allowances, Rupert, qualify for the 18% rate. So you would write off 18% every single year, and I think from memory, I think it takes 18 or 20 or 21 years to write the whole thing off. So if you've got 100,000, you write off 18% in the first year. You've then got 82,000 remaining. Second year, you write off 18% of 82,000, the balance. So it takes quite a few years to write them off. So the longer that you've had your serviced accommodation business, the more of the allowances that you've written off, the better off you are. The major problem occurs when, if you've got £100,000 worth of allowances, you've written them off all in the first year. The second year, you are no longer a serviced accommodation business. Therefore, because you accelerated all of your allowances, you'll then have to reverse them, and that's when a balancing charge kicks in. So I had and I'm not too sure if I told you this last time, Rupert, when I was on one of your calls. I had a guy called me from, I think it was Newcastle, and he had a massive serviced accommodation business, so he told me at the time. And he'd accelerated quite a few of his allowances in the last 2 or 3 years, and his balancing charge was something like £750,000. And he no longer wanted to run serviced accommodation. And I said, if you stop running it, because you've accelerated all of your allowances, you're going to have to pay all of this money back. And that was something he hadn't thought of. So I think he probably went back and carried on running his serviced accommodation units. But had he have not spoken to me or another tax advisor stroke accountant, and had gone ahead and changed them all into buy-to-lets, he'd have had a massive problem. Well, a £750,000 problem. So these are just things for people to consider and to be aware of when they are actually working out the different tax reliefs they can claim, and when they can claim and how they should claim them. Now, generally speaking, Rupert, I would advise people to claim as much as they can in the first year, simply because that's going to accelerate the amount of tax they can reclaim, or it's going to reduce the amount of tax they have to pay. So in your second year, depending on what you claimed in the first or previous years, you'll have a balancing charge.